Have you ever heard of yoni egg? Yoni, Y-O-N-I. Egg.
I might regret this, but what exactly is that?
It's a crystallized, like a crystal type of oval thing. It's shaped like an egg. You put it inside the vagina and you work the walls of the vagina around it, and then so it strengthens your vagina as well.
So today's topic, I'm sorry, ladies, this is your topic, not ours.
It doesn't matter. You can introduce it.
No, say it.
Please.
Danny.
You can put it on this topic.
What I talk today, Danny?
Okay. Remember the last time I spoke a lot because Elle was kind of occupied with something else. But alright, so today's topic is about free bleeding, which means a woman who is on her period doesn't necessarily use any blood-clotting products. So she just bleeds freely around the place, but she does it responsibly, meaning she doesn't let the blood catch on to surfaces that she shares with others. The person who I heard talking about this was this young girl on Vibe Promo's page on Instagram who says that she doesn't use any products, but she has specific clothes that she wears when she's on her period, and she uses a towel on surfaces, and when she goes over to her friend's house, if they're okay with free bleeding, then she dresses appropriately with those clothes, and she uses the same towel. So we're going to talk about that today. What are your opinions on free bleeding? And I'm really excited to hear the guys' opinion on this one.
Sure. Is there an advantage to, free bleeding that us men just would understand, or is it just like, you have that bad hair day, so you wear a cap or that kind of thing?
No, I don't think so. She doesn't make it sound like, because she's saying it's the major advantage is the money. Those products are very, very expensive. Expensive. You have to put on those products as like a monthly expense. And between the actual product and the medication, you can take to get rid of the cramps and all them things.
But it's enough for buying. It's enough for buying.
Does it get free?
No. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. When I mix up, a lot of people think I mix up. The person who are against it thinks that the female have a free everywhere. Right? They will only do that at their home.
So she uses other places.
No, where persons are comfortable. That's not everywhere. No, she looks young, so I'm not sure if she works or goes to school or whatever. But for instance, females that work, females that have to go out, only can't free bleed in public just like that. So you still have to buy the product when you have got out.
But then again, even if you at her house, it's too late.
Yeah, I know it's a bit cheaper, but it doesn't cut the expense out altogether.
It's possible not exposed altogether, but
you still have to buy the medication for the crown.
Well, the lady who agrees with the girl in the video says she uses the cup.
How does the whole thing of the menstrual cycle work? I'm a bit intrigued.
That's 19%. Can she teach me? She does Kegel exercises. You know what Kegel exercises are? Yes.
To the uninitiated, I'm sorry, we don't have vaginal walls, so you're gonna have to explain that concept.
Kegel exercises are kind of like in the pelvic muscles. Yeah, but it's specifically the pelvic muscle. So
which in turn helps the vagina.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you do that often enough, you strengthen the pelvic walls, and when you're having sex, I guess you the man greater pleasure in the exercise. Yeah, it's strength.
If she is able to hold her
She can cut off circulation. Okay, let's just get to the actual fact that it is.
I don't want to say I agree with you, Leo, because I do exercise that and I do hold in my period as much as I can, but it is going to flow. So,
Wait, you're not doing anything yet?
So hold on. You mean to tell me that L is the only one?
No, you can feel when the blood is coming down. So as the same thing you do when you try to hold in your pee, that's the same thing you do, but this thing is need to come down either way. So I don't know if for this lady, if nothing escapes at all. I don't know how expert she is at this, but she claims that's what she does and it works for her.
How long can you hold it though?
I can't hold it for long, so I have to find a toilet like very quickly and hope it's a working toilet at that, because like leaving blood in the toilet is such an unsightly thing, and the scent is so high it smells like iron. No, it's not. It's not. That's why you don't do it for a long period of time. Have you ever heard of yoni eggs? Yoni, Y-O-N-I. Egg.
I might regret this, but what exactly is that?
It's a crystallized, like a crystal type of oval thing. It's shaped like an egg. You put it inside the vagina and you work the walls of the vagina around it, and then it strengthens your vagina as well. Alright. So that the yoni egg is just go to a store that sells sex toys or clothes for that purpose.
I think we have a bit more to cover before you can say that, because I don't think we touched the surface actually.
I'm off. I would be for it. Hello. Can I speak? I would be for it, but I don't like the idea of the cleanup after. Hello.
Oh, please. If someone could do it all the time.
Okay.
I was the one that was talking. Let me finish my point. Honestly, I'm not really comfortable with the idea, but because I'm a man.
I'm not gonna lie. That's inside. I don't like the they call diaper. We call it the diaper. So uncomfortable between the chafing and the walking up and down. You don't know the level of
discomfort, and it might itch you sometimes.
First, sometimes I feel like you're shaved. Like every day I shave in the diaper. At least a little bit, and then there's paranoia. Shoot, never falls or something. Entire thing. I'm afraid of bursting out or something.
Yeah.
Wait, it slows down more when you sit a certain way?
Yeah. When you lie on your back, if you're wearing a pad, depending on how long the pad is, most pads aren't long enough to cover the front to the back of the underwear. So it will, and then because some people's blood are really thin, it's easy to flow down to the underwear. And if you lie down on your belly, if the pad isn't long enough to cover the front of it, your vaginal area, it still runs off of the pad and onto the underwear. So you have to be careful of how you sleep. You probably can't even sleep on your side either.
I'm going to tell you, and you know this, Leo, because you see me every month. Every month I have to eat up in a specific, and sleep over my house, and we've had sleepovers. You know I sleep all up 360 degrees. And it's like for those 4
I'm sorry. You sleep what degrees?
turns and 60 degrees. I twist, I turn, I
That's not like you're going a full circle in the bed.
Yes.
What? Leo, is this true?
So I kick, I turn, I twist, I do everything when I'm sleeping. And to know within those 3 to 4 days, you have to lift it up in one specific what do you call it? Position. Like a fetal side position. And you can't even stay on the side. If you stay on the side too long, it's like you have to flip. You can't stay on one side too long. You have to flip one more episode or you want from it. Sure. You cannot stay on one side too long. At least for me, I don't know if that is realized this. It's propping up and I lie down on one side. So it's like I have to flip, and even when I'm flipping, I have to be conscious. Alright, be careful on your flip. Because if you flip too, if it's running, it's going to run to the back too much, or run to the front too much. You need a good sleep, and then you have to wonder about that. So if you take a good 8 hours of sleep, you're like, shoot, be careful of Niagara Falls, be careful of it running too much. I have to get up out of your bed, and to me, it's just like that's always in my thing when I'm on sleep. That's always a botheration for me. Yeah, it's always a botheration for me.
Not botheration.
I love to make anything on the part of my chat at this point.
I think what I'm
So
trying
I wouldn't mind that we could have free good and just have what you call it, the towel, and could twist, turn, and anything without having to, there's a little bit of freedom with it. Knowing that, alright, we can twist and turn on the toes today. You get me? So I'm going to have a whole heap of tidy up afterwards. The first thing is just to turn, make a tidy up.
How much toll do we need for that pre-breeding session?
Yeah, that's everything.
How often do we sleep in one day?
How often do I bleed?
The thing is, if you're going to free bleed in your own home, I'd suggest you go naked, because wearing clothes just don't make sense. It's gonna get blood up, it's gonna get stained.
Alright. I'm trying to look at it from a sanitary point of view. From both whether having the products or not using the products. And even Leo mentioned that how many towels would you basically use? Is it a case where you feel like you would have less showers if you free bleed, or?
No, you have more showers.
Okay.
It's going down your legs, if you're not wearing anything, like if you're naked, for example.
So you'd have more showers if you had to use the products. As against free bleeding, you just let it all go and then you have your shower by the end of the day or whatever.
I guess in the States it's easier because it's just have one flat.
Shouldn't there be just a...
I'm gonna lie. But then again, females don't really take a long, I don't know. And you can also choose when to free bleed.
So how would the free bleeding work while you're at work? That's another question.
It wouldn't work because they already said that when they're in public, that's the only time they wear something.
No, but
they wouldn't
in
public like that.
But in the video, I think I recall her saying something along the lines that free bleeding has always been a thing because there are some women in certain countries who couldn't afford, and even before the concept of products came across, that there wouldn't be. Because I think I remember it was a nurse, I think in World War I, that actually invented the first padding. Right.
But we don't know what they used to use
before that.
Blood.
Special underwear. Okay.
Blood?
And so we get the term.
Oh, God.
Yeah, certain fabrics.
I would like
to see you in your one.
Do what today?
I had to do a couple things I didn't like.
I mean, you're married, so who really cares? No, I'm saying you guys are married, so it shouldn't really be a problem whatever you do for each other.
Actually, there is. There's a sale. You can't wear it.
Or, you know what? What
Hold on. Hold on. Before we even go there, I just want to cover the point that she mentioned that there are certain women in certain countries that simply can't afford these products. So, of course, free bleeding or all alternatives, like we mentioned with the fabric and whatever, would have to be used. So the key thing I wanna try and get across is that in this modern age, would it be recommended? Do you think it would be good for it to be as an alternative for persons who cannot afford it? Do you think free bleeding is a good alternative to those who can afford the products themselves?
See where them have a choice. I mean, you can stuff things in your answer.
But which one would you prefer for them? Would you prefer them to free bleed or have the products?
You know which product I would love to get my hands on right now?
Okay.
Well, are you on the egg? Probably. But apart from that, I would love the period panties. Oh, yeah.
Okay, can you explain that to me?
No.
I realize I'm married, but I don't know these things. Because every time I have to explain things, my mind is like, wait, but you don't know this.
You have to remember, I'm not you.
Panties are panties, especially in the...
They basically adult die.
No, they look
Behave. Alright.
Absorbent.
Oh yeah, they're super absorbent. So they look and feel like regular panties, but it's just that they're super absorbent. They might be a little bit thicker. So you wouldn't wear any products, no tampons, no pads.
That just catches everything, basically. I don't think Victoria's Secret would appreciate that.
Is the section where the blood coming from thicker than the rest of the underwear?
I don't know, coming here, some of them still have ones on the quite strong.
Wait a minute, what?
Oh, what?
I don't know, but they have different stuff.
The logistics of that is fascinating.
That everything is thick, especially the area where, but the entire material is made. So you don't want to have that problem where you can lie down on your back. If you lie down on your back or your belly and pick up seriously, alright with something wet and squishy.
We are not okay with it. That's what we've been saying. I know this contrast might not be sufficient because it's something that really happens for us men if you're contrasting it to the monthly cycle that you guys have. But if any of you have smelled semen, for example, that is a natural part of his body function. He's aroused, and of course, natural lubrication comes forth, and then, but it doesn't mean that it's healthy. It doesn't mean that it's hygienically, morally correct. I'm using these words carefully because a lot of people think that because something is hygienic, it's automatically morally correct. It's not always the case. But in this instance, remember, you understand it's natural. You understand you have no control over it. It has to happen. It's one of the indicators to show that you are still fertile and that your body is still functioning the way it should. But just like in that contrast, where you have a guy who has, God forbid, his boxes stained with sperm, it's just not a good smell. That's what I'm saying. I won't say look, because I'm hoping you're not looking at it. No, it's not a good smell. It happens, but it should be concealed. Because going back to the whole concept of an erection, I don't think you'd be comfortable knowing that this is a natural body function for a man. And for some reason, this is a guy that you probably talk to or you don't even know that person you're talking. He's just always erect around you. You'd feel as if you're being attacked in a way. You feel offended, worse yet. And something like that should be hidden.
Alright, if anybody remembers being a toddler and shipping and
nobody remembers that. Do you?
No.
So how do you expect us to?